Heavy rain caused several rivers to rise to worrisome levels Sunday, as some school districts announced they would be closed Monday due to ongoing concerns. The rising waters prompted Lane County emergency officials to issue Level 1, get ready, evacuation notices for a portion of western Cottage Grove, an RV park on the south end of Cottage Grove, as well as a rural area northeast of Springfield near the community of Mohawk. A Level 1 notice means people living in the area should monitor conditions, especially along potential evacuation routes. It is not an indication that immediate life-threatening conditions are occurring, however.
100-year record flood.
According to the National Weather Service, the Mohawk River near Springfield was expected to crest Sunday evening above minor flood stage and then recede in the overnight hours.
4 feet down in that gully.
The same prediction was in effect for the coast fork of the Willamette River, which was causing flooding concerns in Cottage Grove. Douglas County and other areas of southwest Oregon were also experiencing flooding on Sunday. Winter storm activity will continue to affect the entire region through Monday with widespread impacts in the coastal, valley, and mountain areas, an ODOT press release stated on Sunday. Conditions are changing quickly and hazards such as landslides, flooding, and downed trees can appear without warning. Avoid travel if possible. As of 9 p.m. on Sunday, ODOT reported closures of several highways, including Highway 138 between Glide and Highway 97, due to multiple landslides, and wintry conditions Highway 138 8 miles south of Elkton due to a landslide. ODOT recommends consulting its website, tripcheck.com, for the most up-to-date road conditions. ODOT recommends consulting its website, tripcheck.com, for the most up-to-date road conditions. Several local roads in the Mohawk and Cottage Grove areas are also closed. As of Sunday evening, at least 5 Douglas County school districts, North Douglas, Riddle, Roseburg, Sutherland, and Yoncalla, had announced they would be closed Monday due to flooding concerns. Closures and delays were also in effect in Deschutes and Lane counties. In Eugene, no evacuation notices were in place Sunday evening, but the city's Public Works Department was responding to localized flooding in areas around Amazon Creek and West 11th Avenue. Crews were also responding to potentially hazardous trees in several city parks. Park visitors were asked to use caution when visiting or avoid entirely the following parks: Alton Baker, Delta Ponds, and sections of the Fern Ridge Path. High water had also inundated a portion of the Oregon Country Fair facility near Veneta, according to a photo posted on social media. In Cottage Grove, an evacuation shelter has opened at the Cottage Grove Community Center, 700 E. Gibbs. In Douglas County, an evacuation shelter is available at the Drain Church of Christ for 01 2nd Street, Drain.
It's coming out of the apartments.
A flood warning has been issued for multiple areas of Douglas County. Your property or travel routes may be impacted by this event, the Douglas County Sheriff's Office said Sunday afternoon. Authorities say to avoid flood-prone areas including rivers and creeks, and do not attempt to cross high water. It is recommended that residents shelter in place so long as it is safe to do so, DCSO states. Evacuate if you feel it is unsafe to remain. Travel only if necessary. Monitor official sources for updates. The city of Roseburg has opened a temporary shelter at Joseph Lane Middle School, located at 2153 Northeast Vine Street. The shelter is available to anyone who has been evacuated from their home due to flooding. For individuals who have been evacuated in the Myrtle Creek area, the gym on Spruce Street at Coffenberry Middle School is open for shelter. The city of Sutherland has declared a state of emergency. Local school districts are also being affected. We recognize that today's heavy rain and flooding have impacted different areas of our community in varying ways, Roseburg Public Schools said. Our district is closely monitoring weather conditions and assessing the status of our school buildings. We are also in close contact with the local fire department and emergency responders as they coordinate flood response efforts. As of now, the school district anticipates holding school as scheduled on Monday, March 17th.
Melrose.
However, our teams will conduct early morning inspections to ensure all buildings are safe and operational. If any schedule changes are necessary, we will notify you as soon as possible in the morning via our usual communication channels.
Yeah, I know.
Due to persistent heavy precipitation and high winds, travelers can expect impacts on all highways throughout Southwest Oregon, Oregon Department of Transportation says.
On Diamond Lake Boulevard.
Winter storm activity will continue to affect the entire region through Monday with widespread impacts in the coastal, valley, and mountain areas. Conditions are changing quickly and hazards such as landslides, flooding, and downed trees can appear without warning. Flash flooding was a concern with this weekend's weather event. The northwestern part of the state received the worst of the flooding after severe weather came through the Tennessee Valley Saturday night. Some areas saw just puddles here and there, while other areas had roads entirely washed out by the overflow. Flood warnings in Madison, Limestone, Lauderdale, and Colbert counties continued into Sunday. Limestone County's Commissioner for District 4, LaDon Townsend, said the water carried debris with it that blocked up the flow during the worst of the storm. All the debris that got into the cross drains and driveway pipes and stuff like that, just from the mass rain that we got, it just stopped up a lot of our pipes, Townsend said. That debris, mostly leaves, sticks and branches, clogged up the drains going down the street. That led to water pooling on roadway shoulders before spilling over onto the other side, closing roads and preventing vehicle travel. Townsend said crews are working to clear up roadway debris and street drains so floodwater can flow freely again. We're out today unclogging a lot of those drains and making sure that, if we were to get any more rain, which I think that we have clear weather for the next several days, we've got a lot of drains to unstop. So, they're working today to try to make sure there's no debris in any of the roads. Most of the water was gone by Sunday and pooled onto the side of county roads, but leftover debris remained in the roads. State Trooper Brandon Bailey said to remember the basics of driving to stay safe on the roadways, regardless of their condition. Even though we just encountered this ordeal with the storms, the rain, and some areas had experienced tornadoes, it's important that we grapple back down and we understand the fundamentals, Bailey said. Seatbelt, watch your speed, watch the following distance, those types of things. Always do the fundamentals and drive, and let's try and not get complacent. Townsend said some of the puddles look shallow but can be up to a foot deep, with the potential to mire vehicles in the water. It is currently receding with the sunny weather and should dissipate throughout the week. Emergency management agencies in each county will remove flood warnings as they assess roadway conditions going into the week. In Lauderdale County, a team with Florence Fire Rescue said they were called out twice between Saturday night and early Sunday morning to perform high water rescues. The first incident happened before midnight on County Road 61 in the Zip City area, followed shortly afterward by another on County Road 33 in the Greenhill and Lexington area. No injuries were reported in either incident, which Florence Fire Rescue said involved a person stranded in the floodwater. The flash flooding across parts of Middle Tennessee led to multiple water rescues, as emergency crews used boats to pull people out of stranded cars and even homes. The Murfreesboro Fire Department used a boat to pull people from a van stranded in high water on Shalom Street Saturday. Thankfully, everyone made it out safely.
Okay, it's going? Yep.
However, the Murfreesboro Police Department posted pictures of the rescue to remind us how dangerous it is to drive through standing water. Just a few inches can stall your vehicle. A foot can carry it away. It was a similar situation in Lawrence County, with flooding causing multiple disabled cars, making for a busy night for the county's fire department. One driver made it out of their car and waited for rescue crews on higher ground. 2 people in Jackson County called 911 after floodwater continued to rise in their Airbnb, located along the Roaring River. However, the home looked like it was in the middle of the river by the time crews arrived. The pair reported their car was swept away just hours before, and that they were trapped in more than 3 feet of water throughout the house.
And those boats are...
The Jackson County Rescue Squad and Jackson County Emergency Management crews launched a boat, traveling a mile in flood water to rescue the couple inside. They also used a drone to monitor the rescue in real time.